everybody, TJ here. Can you believe it? This little baby elf has turned 1. What? That is the quickest year I've ever had in my entire life. It's just like, boom, he's 1. So he turned 1 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to talk about that in this video. Hi guys, for those of you who don't know me, I'm TJ, and I'm a single mother by choice. I had my 2 kids using donor sperm and donor eggs because I had them at an older age, so I needed donor eggs. My daughter is now 3.5. I had her at 48. This one just turned 1 2 weeks ago, and I had him at 51, actually a week after my birthday. So I turned 52 a week before he turned 1. It's totally surreal and weird and crazy, but this is how it's rolled in my life. That's how things have unfolded. I've made many videos explaining why I had my baby so late in life. And those of you who've been watching my channel for a long time know that I really agonized about whether I should have a second one. It was a really hard decision, and it took me 8 months of agonizing, and I made lots of videos about it at the time. And it is the best thing. It is the best decision I ever made. I mean, apart from having my first child, Baby Star, this is the next best decision I ever made. I mean, he has been a dream. He has been such a sweetheart. I look back and I think I nearly didn't do this. I nearly didn't have him. Like, imagine if I hadn't had him, he would not exist. It's just gobsmacking to me when I think about that. Like, he would not exist. The one thing I want to say is I'm not going to be showing him in my videos anymore. So you won't be seeing this little cutie pie very much. He might sometimes run past while I'm shooting, but I won't be like having him sitting on my lap, having him fully in the shot like this. I made the same decision when Baby Star turned 1 to stop putting her in my videos, and I'm doing the same thing now. And the reason is I just want to protect their privacy. I feel like when they're a tiny little 3-month, 6-month, 9-month-old little squishy, they don't really look like their future self. They're not really going to be identifiable. I just feel like they're sort of still part of me at that point. Now, maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe I never should have shown them in my videos, but I felt comfortable when they're a small baby. At this point now, he's at that age, he's like a person now. He's his own independent person. He can move around, he can pick things up, he's almost at the point of walking, he's almost at the point of talking. Like, he's a fully fledged separate human now, and I don't feel I have the right to stick him in front of a camera without his consent, and I don't feel it's fair on his privacy to have people watching him growing up. I'm pretty strict on that. What do they call it? Sharenting, when people like show their kids' lives on camera to get clicks and to build an audience, and I have no interest in that. I'm not interested in that. I don't want to do any of that. I'm interested in sharing my story, what it's like being a solo mum, what it's like being an older mum, what it's like being a donor recipient mum, all those things. That's what I'm here to share. And every now and then, because I'm shooting at home, if one of my kids is here and they're home and they're awake, they might run past, and that's it. That's all you're going to see of them. So apologies for that, because I know he's so sweet and adorable, but I just, my conscience demands that I no longer put him in my videos as a feature. But as of today, I just wanted to celebrate that he's turned 1. I gave him the nickname Baby Elf for the purposes of this YouTube channel, but he actually is a little elf. And that's why you saw the picture of the thumbnail of him and me dressed as elves, because I had an elven birthday party for him when he turned 1. The theme was dress with a hint of elven. So people had leaves in their hair, or me, I had ears on. My dad came to visit from interstate. My 81-year-old father had elf ears on. I dressed my daughter as an elf. I dressed him as an elf. So it was very cute. But I did that theme, and I call him Baby Elf on the channel because he really is like a little elf. You see how he looks. He looks like a little elf. But it's not just how he looks. Like, he's so calm. He's so calm, this child. He just sits in the carrier when I'm doing stuff, or he just sits, or he just crawls around. He never cries, he never gets upset, he never loses his center, he never gets agitated. And like, you know, my older child is 3.5, little Star. She's in full toddler, teenager, having meltdowns. No, I won't pick up my toys, mummy, you know. She's screaming, crying like 3-year-olds do. And he's just happily playing next to her, or happily drinking milk next to her, or happily sitting next to her. And just, he's totally unfazed. And it honestly, it's made my life so easy. I feel so lucky. I really do. I feel like I'm the luckiest person because, you know, those of you who watch my channel when Baby Star was little, she was a very chill, calm baby too. And I had so many people say to me, oh, if your first one's an easy, calm baby, second one's going to be a nightmare. I mean, I can't tell you the number of people who said that to me when I was thinking about doing it, when I was pregnant. And I just had to constantly Like, deflect those thoughts like Teflon. Because every time someone would say that to me, I would like, I'm not taking that on. Where is it written in the sky that because my first one was easy, my second one should be hard? Maybe it'll be even easier. And he turned out to be even easier. He really did. And I think it's really an important lesson not to take on other people's stories, other people's limiting beliefs. Stay true to your own feeling. I could feel when he was in my tummy that he was calm. And yeah, exactly. You know, I'm a calm person. We live obviously in a calm environment. My older daughter at that time was only 2. She hadn't yet hit the teenagers, so she was still quite calm. You know, we had a cat who's now passed away, but he was a very chill, calm being. And I thought, this baby's growing up into a calm field. There's no reason why he shouldn't be calm. So just because there's these stories out that the second baby must be hard if your first one was easy, it doesn't necessarily mean it's true. So if you're thinking of maybe having a second child and you're hearing all these doomsday stories, like, it's just not necessarily true. It may not happen in your case. It may happen. And if it does, you just have to trust that you have the inner resources to deal with it. I knew that if I did have a difficult second baby, I had the inner resources. Where is he? He's probably going over the edge and down the hill, which he likes to do. Where are you going, mister? I have no idea if you can see him behind me because I can't see what you're seeing. But he's basically just climbed off the edge of the deck and he's going down the hill, and I'm sure he'll come back soon. He's taking his truck down the hill too. He's so cute. So yeah, just don't take on other people's limiting beliefs about how many kids to have or how old you are or whether you can do it by yourself. Like, if that's the one thing you take from watching my videos, calibrate your decisions based on yourself, your capacities, your health. Like, do you feel capable of looking after 2 kids or 3 kids or 5 kids or 1 kid? Then do it. Do you feel young enough within yourself, in your own being, in your own body, in your own health, to have a baby at an older age? Do it. Do you feel you have the financial, emotional, and mental capacity to have a baby by yourself? Then do it. It's nothing to do with what's happened with other people. It's just not relevant. Other people's stories are not yours. Other people's circumstances are not yours. Other people's personalities and health situations and family situations and life situations are not yours. So you've always got to make these decisions individually. And I just wanted to share in this video that I'm so glad I made the decision to have this second baby. Honestly, this last year has been so much easier than I thought it would be. Now, it has not been an easy year. There have been other things happening in my life that have been very difficult. As I've shared in other videos, we've had cyclones here and storms, we've been flooded in, I've been stranded here without a car, a lot of kind of logistical challenges like that. If I'm sick at the moment with a cold, you can hear I've been sick, you know, just stuff like that has been hard. Normal life things have been hard. A project I've been working on for many years fell through, you know, like that. There's been things that have been hard, but the one thing that hasn't been hard has been this baby and my 2 kids. They have not been hard. They're not difficult children. The 3 of us are really in flow. I've made videos before about how I handle the night times, getting 2 babies to sleep, you know, a toddler and a baby to sleep, and just the 3 of us. People are like, how do you get them both to sleep? I'm like, it's fine. We just fall asleep. It's easy. That this part of my life has been the easy part. So I'm really, really lucky. And I know it's not the case for everybody. I know I could have had a colicky baby or a baby who was sick or a baby with a different temperament. My life would have been very different in the last year. And, you know, I would have handled that. But I am very grateful that he has been such a beautiful, sweet, easy baby. Who knows what will happen once he hits toddler years, once he hits the terrible 2s or whatever you want to call them, and becomes a 3-nager and a 4-nager. Once becomes a 4-nager, like, who knows? He could be very difficult then. But at the moment, he's a sweet little elf. I don't know if you can see him over there on that slide. There's a slide back there. He's trying to climb up. Yeah, come back to mommy. Come on, come back. Come back to mommy. Who wants to see a cutie pie? Who wants to see this 1-year-old cutie pie? Come on, mister. So he's not walking yet, even though he's 1 year and 2 weeks old. Baby Star was walking at 11 months. So definitely, they're very different. She was also talking at this age. She was saying words. Her first word was yum. He's still not even saying mama. I mean, he kind of says mama. Can you say mama? Can you say mama? He kind of goes like that. But, you know, like, they're different. He's developing at a different pace. He's developing at a different speed. I suspect it's just because he's more chill. Even though she was a calm baby, she was a driven baby. She wanted to achieve stuff. You know, she was always trying to get that thing, or master that skill. He's much more chill about life, so he's just cruising through the world. So he'll probably do everything a bit later, and that's fine. It's actually great for me that he's not walking yet, because every day that your baby's not walking is a good day, in the sense that you don't have to like run and check they're safe. And oh my god, like my daughter used to see a dog run down the road and I'd have to chase her. One of the challenges I've had in the past year, which has nothing to do with him, has been I have a foot injury, which actually has been, I've found out now, as a postpartum complication. Basically, my foot completely collapsed because I gained a lot of weight in the second pregnancy, and I'm older. And this is one of the downsides of having a baby when you're older. There are things in your body that might wear out, but then there are younger people whose feet collapse when they have babies too and they gain weight. So it may not have been my age, but anyway, my feet collapsed, and I've got quite bad bursitis here. Very, very bad bursitis. So I've had to wear these funny special shoes. Have I got them here to show you? No, I don't. I've had to wear these funny special shoes all year. I haven't been able to wear any normal shoes, whatever. So it's kind of been a race, like, which will happen first? Will my foot heal or will my baby start walking? Because I can't really run very fast in these funny shoes I have to wear, and, you know, it will hurt my foot if I have to run a lot. So I'm like, every day he's not walking gives my foot an extra day to heal, and I'm, you know, doing everything I can to lose weight. I've already lost, I think, 12 kilos. What's that? 25, 26 pounds. So just slowly, I can talk in another video about how I'm doing that. Mainly to get weight off this foot, because every time I take a step, it hurts. So I just need to like get some weight off me and do foot strengthening exercises so that my foot will be better before he's running. Because I know with boys, they just go, and I'm going to have to chase him. At the moment, I couldn't do that with his foot. So I'm actually really glad he's walking a bit later than she was. That's given me an extra 6 weeks of healing of this foot. The challenges I've had this year have been other things like that. Honestly, the only difficult time I've had in terms of the actual baby, having a second baby, was really the first 3 days after he was born in the hospital. I've never talked about that in any videos. I haven't even talked about it with my friends. It was an extremely traumatic experience. I was treated very, very badly by the nurses at this hospital at a very, very vulnerable point of sleep deprivation and exhaustion, and it was horrifying what happened. And I left the hospital a few days earlier than I should have for my recovery, because I really just wanted to get out of there and come home, back to my beautiful love nest with family here who were here to help. And from the day I got back home, everything was fine. So I've been very lucky, apart from that awful experience at the hospital. And the only reason I'm not sharing it in videos or with people is I just don't see the point in rehashing traumatic things once I've worked through them, and I've worked through this now and I'm at peace with it. If I start telling the story again, then it just reactivates the whole dimension. It just brings energy back into that space, which no longer has any energy. So I don't see any point in talking about it. But other than to say that was really the only hard time I had with this little baby. And then I had a couple of difficult weeks when I first got home because I wasn't getting any sleep. And I had I think I got the flu or something from memory. Those first couple of weeks back home were hard because you're just so tired. You're just a bit delirious from lack of sleep. But once that sleep deprivation period stopped, it's been easy. I mean, he's been a good sleeper. You're a good sleeper, aren't you? You're a good sleeper. He wakes up maybe twice a night, sometimes once a night, usually twice a night to breastfeed, but they're very quick feeds. It's not like when they're a newborn and they breastfeed for like 45 minutes or an hour. Like he'll feed for 5 or 10 minutes and then he goes back to sleep. I go back to sleep. I put him back in his cot next to my bed. I go back to sleep. It's fine. I always listen to a novel on my audiobook on Audible. I'm always listening to some epic fantasy novel. So I go, ooh, I get to listen to my novel for 10 minutes. Excellent. And then I go back to sleep. He goes back to sleep. So it's fine. So I'm feeling quite rested, and I'm pretty strict with myself these days. I go to sleep when my kids go to sleep. When I only had one child, when Baby Star went to bed, I would always work. I'd be working on this YouTube channel. I'd be editing videos. I'd be working on my other projects. I'd be doing work. Always until 12 or 1 in the morning. And let's say she went to bed at 8 or 9, I'd be working till 12 or 1. And that's how I got everything done. But I banned myself from doing that since he was born. I just thought, I can't do that. Not if I'm up during the night breastfeeding. He wakes up earlier than she does, so I can't sleep in as much. She goes to bed later than him. So, like between the time they're both sleeping and waking up, I need to go to sleep. So as soon as whichever one goes to sleep last, I go to sleep then. Whichever one wakes up first, I wake up then. And I just build my sleep around them. So I don't really do adult time after they go to bed or anything. Like I don't have any need to do that. I just need sleep. So because I'm getting good sleep, because I'm being strict on that, I'm not working late at night anymore. I get my work done during naps, or often he just plays next to me while I'm working on the computer on the days where my daughter's at preschool. Or even if she's home, she's at that age where she'll play by herself in her playroom, or she might watch a show or something on TV. I don't let her use the iPad, but I do let her watch a bit of TV once a day. I get a bit of work done then. So I feel like I'm getting stuff done, but I'm prioritizing sleep. And I think that's why I had a good year. What do you reckon? Yes. He's so close to walking, this baby. He has been cruising. Well, he's been crawling since he was 6 months. So he's been crawling for nearly 7 months now. So he's a professional crawler. He's an elite athlete crawler because he's crawled way longer than most babies do. So he goes... but he's also been cruising since he was 9 months old. So that's 3.5 months. He's been cruising for a long time. He can go really fast, like around the walls of the house. And yes, such a cruiser. I just wanted to have him in this video one last time and to celebrate the fact that my little elf, my little baby elf, has turned 1. Soon he won't be a baby elf, he'll be a little elf. And I am the most grateful human on the planet. I am so blessed. I feel like I'm one of the luckiest women on earth that I have this gorgeous, adorable, sweet little angel man, as well as my daughter as well. I feel so lucky. I feel so blessed. That's why I keep making these videos. I just want to inspire other women, whatever age you are, whatever your situation is, whether you have to do it by yourself, just do it. If your heart is calling you to have a child, it is the best thing. It's the most beautiful thing. I know in some cases it can be very difficult, but if it's what your heart is calling you to do, just go for it, honestly. The connection you will have with that child is worth all of it. You know, even on days where I'm sick and my daughter's having tantrums and I'm just like, it's 3 a.m, he's breastfeeding. I'm like, it's all worth it. It's all worth it for this bond that you have with this beautiful little innocent being who just looks at you with so much love. My daughter comes up to me every night. She comes to me, she goes, I love you, Mummy. Yesterday she said to me, you're my hero. I don't think she even knows what it means. She's heard it on some TV show, but I'm like, I'll take it. Thank you. You're my hero too. You're my hero, little man. You're my hero. Because you came through in the most unusual circumstances because you wanted to be born. Over here, you'll see another video about my journey with these 2 little kids having baby by myself at an older age. Hopefully you find it inspiring. See everybody from my 1-year-old baby. Love you guys. Sending you so much love, so much baby dust.